want to do something on kukris. I did something on a kukri like a year ago, and this was the first kukri that I bought. And I had my suspicions about it that it didn't come from Nepal, and that's where kukris come from. They're used by the Gurkha fighting units, and what it is. It's one big ass blade. This one is a cheap knockoff. What I found out was a cheap knockoff from Afghanistan, and what it's used for. This is a ceremonial kukri used for beheading water buffaloes. Everybody needs one of those fucking things, right? So I have one, and the sheath on it, if it was real, would be made of wood, and then the wood would be covered up with water buffalo hide. So who knows? This could be somebody's cat that's covered up on here. So I had my suspicions in the beginning because I thought it was cheaply made, although indestructible. I gotta say that. I've done a lot of crazy stuff with this thing, and I haven't broken it yet, and I've really tried to break it. I finally picked one up, actually from Nepal, from the Nepalese, the people who produce the kukris for the Nepalese Gurkha units for the crown. And this is the company that actually makes the kukris in Nepal for the regiments. Not for the Indian regiments, but for the regiments fighting for the crown. So let me show you what a real one looks like. And it was a freak I got this. Now the sheath here isn't plastic, it's wood, and it's covered with real water buffalo hide. Okay? There's brass on the tip here, and there's brass on the handle of the weapon. Now it comes with two different knives on the inside of it. One of these knives is like a utility knife. It's sharp. Well, it's relatively sharp, all right? And the second one is a steel, basically, to true the blade. Now, the interesting thing about these are, this is all rosewood. Everything's handmade. It takes 2 men 4 days to make one of these things. The information on kukris is sketchy at best, whether it's lost in translation or it's just bad information. There's so much bad information about them, so I'm going to try and give you the information that I believe to be true. Whether it is or it's not, who knows, you know? That's YouTube. You don't know what's real and what's not real, but I'm going to try and put forth what is real from what I've found. These fit right in here. Everything's all hand-molded leather, which is really cool. The old one that I had, listen, that thing rattling through the woods, nah. This, nothing, all right? The handle itself on here reminds you of a flintlock pistol, the way it feels in your hand. And you see the little brass diamond on there? This is supposedly an officer's kukri. I've never had one, anything like this, any kind of blade that felt as good as this does in your hand. I mean, I'm not going to be like hanging out in like the McDonald's with this thing, right? This is specifically made for chopping arms off, chopping heads off. That's what it's made for, and no bones about it. That's definitely what it's made for. And the thing about it is, the Gurkha regiment's ferocity is so legendary in battle. They're one of the few people to make the Japanese run off the battlefield. When these guys ran out of money, when they ran out of ammunition, and money, I guess, when they ran out of ammunition, they would charge with these kukris and just start chopping heads and chopping arms off and hands off, and it just scared the shit out of people. And they fought in like almost every major battle. They were even in Afghanistan and Iraq. So let's check the blade out itself. Now the thing you're going to notice is This blade is 3/4 of an inch thick. That is one thick ass blade. Now this here, this little notch here, is usually, let me get the other one out so I can show you. I'll get the big phony out here. Now you see how this is open here? This is supposedly some kind of religious symbol, is what it is. And it's uncommon to see it closed like this. It's usually open, so it would look like that. And you see there's intricate, I would guess detailing on here would be the best way to put it, and gold inlaid in there. The blade is beyond razor sharp. Now, can you imagine like a tomahawk? Tomahawk's pretty sharp, it's pretty scary. But put it up against something like this. It can be used like a tomahawk, capable of taking arms and legs off. One of the things about this is you do have to keep it very well oiled or it will rust. It's high carbon steel, and you just have to take care of it. And even know how much I oil this, you can still see some of the traces of corrosion on there. Now, it comes wrapped in bark. The sheath itself and the blade itself go in like this, and it was all wrapped up in this bark parchment, and that's one of the ways to tell that it is a true kukri. And the gentleman that I got it from, he imports them personally for himself in bulk from Nepal, and it's a very poor country, and this is one of their major money makers. And these things can go for quite a bit of money. A good one can go for a sick amount of money, and you'll pay an extremely crazy amount for shipping. But in this case, this guy had a big stockpile of these, and I got this one because it was uncommon, because every single one of these things, that little notch there is open like that. This was an irregularity, I would guess you would call it. And I like it. I think it makes it more unique. And the cool thing is, look at how thick that blade is, man. This is, if you ever decide to take up head chopping, this is what you're going to want. When zombies come to town, here's the ticket right here. The craftsmanship on this thing is just over the top. That's the only way I can put it. I've never seen anything from the form of a machete or a hatchet or a tomahawk that even comes close to this kind of quality. It just blows you away. And let's see if I can. I hope the light's doing it justice on how pretty this is. How pretty this is, and how deadly it is at the same time. Now you say to yourself, what do you need something like that for, Kev? Because I can have one. That's why. Why do you collect guns? Because you like them. Why do you collect blades? Because I like them. Why do you collect things like this? Well, who knows when the zombies are coming? And if they are coming, I will be ready, my friends. So, I just wanted to show you what a real kukri looks like. And, because you don't see too many videos on them. And like I said, in the videos you see, the information is pretty far out there. One great video on it, which pretty much cuts through a lot of the bullshit that people put up there, is the Weapons Education channel. He has a fantastic, a really fantastic video on kukris, and he has like a one-of-a-kind, beautiful kukri, and I believe he got that from the Kukri house, and you can find that right online. But again, the shipping is insanity. So I just want to show it to you, and I haven't been around for a while. Everybody says that on YouTube, like I haven't been around for a while. I've been like way too busy, man, and like I'm so cool. Nothing like that. They cut my internet off because I didn't pay the bill. At least I'm honest. All right, guys, I'll catch up with you guys in a while, and I'll do something else. So there's my kukri. Zombies beware.